Hi class, it's me, Professor Martin, and I want to make this pre-welcome video for you just to give you a really quick welcome and introduction to my early childhood education courses. So I'm super excited and happy that you have joined me, and I hope this is one of the most engaging and fun courses that you'll take this semester. So I have my notes here, and the first thing I need to talk about is the course pace and expectations. So as you know, you've signed up for an 8-week asynchronous, that means all online, course for early childhood education. And being that it is only 8 weeks long, we have to move fast. That means no late assignments. Okay, I just want to say that again, just to reiterate so everyone can hear me and understand. No late assignments. Now, why no late assignments? Because it's an 8-week course and we move so fast. And if you are struggling and falling behind, turning in something late will only put you further behind. And I want everyone to be successful. I don't want anyone falling behind. So that means taking this 8-week course, you need to work out your time management situation and make sure that you have enough time in your busy life to get the assignments done when they're due. The assignments open up on a Tuesday and they're due on Saturday. And that's that, okay? But don't worry, they're fun and they're hands-on and they're creative, so they should be fun and you won't even feel like you're doing hard work at all. But I guarantee you will be, but it'll be fun. So the next part talks about those actual creative assignments. And the hands-on assignments are done that way because when you really understand the topic and the content, you should be able then to explain it or talk about it or show that you know it in some kind of a way. Instead of writing long, boring papers about child development theories, you get to make toys, or you get to observe children in videos and then make a puppet based on what you saw in the video. So you're going to be doing fun things like that. So get ready to have fun and bring out your inner child and using things that you have at home to make fun things to help explain what you've learned. That's what the hands-on experience is going to be like. And it'll get you ready for what you will actually be doing in your future career as an early childhood educator or anybody who's going to work with and care for young children. All right, so next thing on my list, it says the technology requirements. Got to talk about that. And the fact that we're doing video discussions in this class. So technology requirements needed, obviously a device that can get on the internet and a device that has a working camera and a working microphone. Why? Because we'll be doing video discussions. So even though we are asynchronous, we're still going to discuss things and post videos of ourselves discussing those things so we can have conversation back and forth with our classmates, okay? So just make sure you get your devices all sorted out and figure out how to record video and save it as MP4. And don't worry about the tech aspect of all that because most devices do that automatically already, okay? So get ready for some fun face-to-face video discussions that you will complete on your own time during the week, okay? So the discussions do have 3 due dates, and you'll just have to figure out when's the best time for you to get those replies in by those due date times. So the next thing on my list we're talking about is the AI policy for this course. So I need to be completely clear about this. Using AI to complete any discussions or assignments or replies to people on discussions is not allowed in my course. I know students use AI to help themselves organize things and prepare things, maybe think about different ways to say things, but the end product needs to be your words, your thoughts, your ideas, your creation. And if you are just copying and pasting what ChatGPT gave you, that's not allowed in my class, and you will get marked down with a 0 if that happens, okay? I will always talk to you about that, and you can read more about this policy in the syllabus once you get into the course. All right? I don't want to spend too long on it because this has to be a really quick video. So the next topic I have on my notes is Canvas and getting help. So some of you may be your first time using Canvas, and that's okay because there's a lot of help guides available. There's tutors on campus available to you that can help you with Canvas. And if there's anything that you need to troubleshoot. We have a Canvas support administrator. His name is Jeff Wire, and his contact information is in the Canvas course. You can also read the Canvas student guides. That's also a link in our course. You can click on that, look through the student guides with any question you have about Canvas and how to do things. You can also look on YouTube. You can Google. There are lots of places to get help, and I'm bringing this up because I want you to know that another skill, some other skills you're going to have to gain during this course is being resourceful and learning how to problem solve, okay? So the main thing I'm trying to get to you at is if you don't know how to do something, there are multiple ways for you to find out how to do that, but you have to be resourceful and find those ways and get the help that you need, okay? I'm always here too. You can always ask me for help. You can ask your classmates for help. I have student visiting hours online and in person. That's all in my syllabus too. Now, in closing, I just want to encourage you to set up your time management calendar, look at our course calendar, and see when things are due. I have a module in the course that shows all the assignments that are due for the whole entire semester and the guidelines and expectations, so you can even get a head start on some things because it'll be open to you when the course starts. That course module, it's called course assignments for the semester, and it has every single assignment, so you know what to expect and when to expect it, right? So you can plan ahead. If you have a wedding during week 7 of our course, look and see what's due during week 7 and maybe get a head start on it, right? But I have that ready for you in the class so you can post things to your calendar and you can be prepared and get things done on time. All right? So looking forward to seeing your very creative and hands-on assignments and your beautiful faces in the group discussions, video discussions, sorry. And like I said, you'll see the syllabus first day of the class. You'll see the module of the course assignments. I can't wait to see everybody there. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.